Don't blink. It's your blink. Okay, doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 30th of May 2025. We are back with some Cheddar Park boys. First of all, I just want to talk about it. I just wanted to talk about how much I'm enjoying the season. I want to apologize before we start. I know this is a weird thing to say. I know that I probably already said it, but most of you guys will not watch the whole video, so I want to do it in the beginning of the video. I want to apologize for the lack of interest in season 8. Some season 9, I was going through a pretty bad episode of depression. We're doing a lot better now. There's good days, there's bad days. And I gotta say, season 10, I'm really enjoying it. The reason why I was so nervous to recap or review them is because I felt like this was a great show that I enjoy, and their show deserves better than me constantly criticizing it. And it was really weird because, yes, I've watched the whole season so often and so often, but the new season, I don't know why, I kept going back to them, and I was like, dude, this is so much shit. Why am I came back to them? And right now we're seeing season 10, and it's fucking phenomenal. Gotta say, I'm not a fan of season 11. However, season 12 is possibly the best season ever. So I'm actually really excited. And by the way, we might finish season 10 today. We have season 10, episode 5. If we finish it today, I'm at season 11 tomorrow. And if I finish season 11 tomorrow, then on Sunday we finish it. Now, I will take a little break. No, that's not true. I'll do Monday, I'll do the special. Yeah. So anyway, enough with the blah blah. Let's do it. I know lately my recap, my reviews are my reviews are more so like recaps of shit. It's not because I'm less interested. It's just that the beginning season where are almost at 2020. Oh, what a fucking beautiful Haley. That's a beautiful name. That's a beautiful name. Reddit dating. So, like I was saying, there's been so much that's going on. The newer seasons are also interesting, but the fact that you cannot talk about them is because they're produced. The boys are producing them. First of all, everything that's coming from an interview is from SwearNet, so you know it's different. Also, I'm not trying to be negative, right? But back in the days, see, actually, this actually is something that Matt Damon has talked about. Do I like that Matt Damon? No. He can suck a cock. However, in this optic, he is right. So what happened is, back in the days, we used to make better movies because even if a movie wasn't making enough money, even if it wasn't making enough money, they would have the DVD sales. Ooh, lah. Oh, shit. Okay. The DVD sale would do something. For example, right? A movie costs 110 million to do. The movie in theater made 90 millions, right? You lost money. Now, with a DVD, you made 60 million. So your whole profit is 50 millions. The DVD extra. I don't think you guys understand. From season 1 to 5, into the Bible, there's 5 hours of deleted content. I think it's to season 6, but I'm not sure. I wish I was joking. The Cheddar Park Boy first movie, the DVD, there's as much deleted extra content deleted scene as the main movie. It is mind-baffling. So you see, with Netflix it's better, but at the same time there's less behind the scene, which is okay. I don't mind. So we have, if you don't believe it, it's not real, which is, I don't understand. Oh yeah, okay. So it's kind of fucked up. We got Ricky, who promised Lucy to be back and nice to her. He has a freaking, dude, this is so good. I forgot how good this was. Ricky promised to be nicer to Lucy, so he cooks her a freaking pancake and he gives her a carrot. The cat isn't clean, there's still the skin. So it's kind of disgusting. He has her own flower. He wakes her up, and that's really cool. The scene itself is a bit boring, but the scene that is really cool is you're seeing like this is the key. This is the knob hole. The doorknob hole. The knob hole. Because you're seeing this, what is really, really, really interesting is that I don't know how to say it. Is the perceived notion that this is it is the perceived notion that this is not a notion. It is the perceived notion that okay, well, you know what, this is not filmed. So it is filmed, but it's pretending like it's not filmed. So Lucy right here, she's done with Ricky. She feels like he's a fucking asshole, right? And that's cool because Ricky is really mad at this, and Ricky is really mad at this because he's blaming Julian for this. He has a new formula for the 5 hours weed energy. Now the cool thing is with this, when you actually look at multiple, and this is a true story. When you look at the energy drinks, most of these are made in lab, right? There are chemicals. There's a lot of chemicals. Look at the 5 hour energy. When you look at who created the 5 hour energy, it is a fucking doctor. It is a fucking doctor. The fact that we have 5 hour D energy, that is cool, is coming back to nature. See, what I love with the trailer park is they don't fuck with pills. They don't fuck with pills. They don't fuck with cocaine. They don't fuck with chemical stuff. They fuck with ash, weed, and mushrooms, which are all natural. This is what I really enjoy. Keep it natural, baby. So we have the fighting. They have this new formula. Got Leahy trying to defend himself, and I gotta say, Leahy is really trying to fight himself. And what I absolutely adore in season 10 that I didn't really, notice before is that yes, they're all bitches to Leahy, but Barb actually is pretty nice. Now the coolest thing is in season 9. No, this is the coolest thing. In season 10, Leahy I'm so sorry. Barb blackmailed Leahy, saying, if you don't help me, I'll tell your secret to the whole world. And we don't know what the secret is. The secret is he's Ricky Fodder. So he's not Ricky Fodder. So it's so complex. It's so fucking complex. So, it's so complex. This is one of the hardest thing in Trailer Park Boys. So Leahy was the father of Ricky, but Ricky feels like his father was Ray because Ray raised him. However, Leahy isn't the father, so we don't know who the father of Ricky is. That's a bit secret. They're doing a truck which is supposed to be easy peasy. It's not easy peasy to get shot. And the funny thing is, he shoots Jacob. That's my son-in-law, and this is cool because Ricky actually really pushed the plot that hey, I care about you, you know. And even though how can I say this? It is nice to see. It is nice to see, but it's sad to see because the boys being worried about Jacob. Sorry, remind us of how they treated like shit Jacob and Corey. So the fact that he treated Jacob better is good. Now the thing with this scene is that it's more so Ricky that pushes them to go fix Jacob, right? And we know he does it for Trin. But I believe there's some part of Ricky that really likes Jacob. I think, subconsciously speaking, Ricky sees himself in him. And it's because, it is so fucking funny because there's a scene in season 8, I didn't talk about it because I thought it was kind of sad, but Ricky's like, why did you love Jacob? Why him? And Tracy said he's perfect, he's just like you. Which is really cool. And I think that Ricky realizes that Jacob is actually, I gotta say, Jacob is becoming not my favorite character, but he's becoming a character that I like. Early season Jacob, I don't dislike him, but I don't like him. I can do with or without, and I don't care. However, Jacob is actually really well written. So first of all, when you think about it, Jacob comes from the Collins, which is a cool family. We like Philadelphia Collins with like a dirty burger. Have the men crush on Julian, which is stupid, it's cringe, but it's akin to Leahy thinking about Sexion. And first, it's last of all, he ends up becoming the son-in-law of Ricky. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. I said this so fucking often. I'm tired of talking about it, but Ricky is the only family man. So everything that we know about family from the Trailer Park Boys, every vision of family that we have from the boys come from Ricky, no matter how fucked he is. Julie doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have kids. Bubble doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have kids. You know? And now, what is really, really, really cool here, and this is really pushed, but it makes so much fucking sense, and I love this. Ricky, oh my god, I just realized this right now. This is perfection because in the past, we had Ricky trying to be a good father, right? Trying to be a really good father. And now we have a Jenna that's grown up, a Trinity that's grown up, and she has a baby. But she has a baby in season 8, which is the first season of the new era, if you will. So then the whole thing could be about Ricky being a good grandfather, which is fucking nice. We got Leahy's drinking more and more and more and more. And now it's nuts because this is also super smart, narratively speaking, but not that great. So Leahy comes in and says, "Hey, I got this really good technique. I don't know how long it's been, but it's proven." And then you kind of doubt the technique itself, and you could believe that Leahy was placeboing the thing. He wasn't getting Leahy drunk, but he was getting drunk, which is a comfortable thing for him. But he wasn't going to the pass out level. So was he drinking too much? Was he drinking not enough? Doesn't matter because placebo effect meant, okay, I'm drinking the perfect amount. We have Sam Lasco, which is really good because Sam Lasco brought back from the last season as a caveman. Now he's a fucking Daedra King, which is stupid. He said somebody stole my mom's teeth, and Bubble kind of admit that it's them, so they take it. Now they drag the body of Sam Lasco, which is fucking dead. The cool thing here is Lasco is like, yo, the cool thing here is that Lasco is, oh man, this is why I love Trailer Park Boys so much. The cool thing here is that Lasco kind of makes amends, and then kind of go bad at it, but he has a reason to. So like, once again, the boy fucked me over, so let's fuck them over. But it's not war. It's not. There's a purpose for that. Versus season 8, who is only friend with fucking Cyrus, right? Now in this one, there's a whole car talk about, oh my god, you killed Sam Lasco, and like, no, you don't kill. Now why is that good? Is because back in the days there was a podcast, and this is a true story. There was a podcast. So I got Netflix around during the pandemic, actually. So we're talking 2020. So we got Netflix, and I was watching the podcast a lot, but like every single day, right? And with the podcast, what I would do is they would reference the show in itself. So when they reference the show in itself, you're like, okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about because, again, I have no clue of what you can possibly mean. I got new neighbors today, brand new neighbors. So they kept talking about. Ricky was saying, "Oh, maybe I killed him," and Julian was like, "No, you didn't kill him," and Bob said, "No, you would never do that." And Ricky's like, "Yo, if you thought you did, and because you thought you did, it was Sam Lasco, right?" But again, it's one of their way to sell the series. So the thing with Trailer Park Boys, and that's a bit of a problem, but it's a bit of solution. So a bit of problem because if you don't follow the podcast, if you don't follow the shorts, if you don't follow the show, if you don't follow everything that's in between, you're not gonna go what's up. You're not gonna go like, holy shit, I know what's going on. But if you do follow him, that's a complete universe. I'm telling you guys, the Trailer Park podcast, we go on every single day, every single week for 10 years. That's a shit ton of content. Right? And most of the podcasts, just like the later season, are bullshit. They talk about everything and anything, right? But it's still, there's time. And even if a minute of each podcast was something from the lore, we would have 520 minutes of lore, which is about 5 hours and I don't fucking know, but 5 hours something. So yeah, the Trailer Park Boys, they're talking about how they kill Sam. They drop Sam. He lost his 2 pets. We rescue Sam. Sam is still alive. He ran away, which is really cool. It's really, really cool. We go back to the park, and this time he's still fucked. And it's so funny because this time Ricky lost a door. The last time he lost a bumper, and Lucy was pissed at him. And another text. Dude, I love Reddit king side. Um, so now more problem with Ricky and Lucy, and as much as I like this relationship because they're working through shit, it's just bullshit because Ricky keeps on pushing her. So at first you're like, Lucy, you're complaining too much. Lucy, stop complaining. Lucy, you're boring because you're complaining so much. But now you're like, Ricky, you're fucking up so much. She has a right to complain, right? We have Sam. Sam who tells the boys that his mother told him not to fight. We got Barb's blackmailing Leahy, and this is actually my favorite moment. So this is very telling of what's gonna happen. So here Barb comes in, and she doesn't come in with Donna. She doesn't come in with Candy. She still needs the help of Leahy. She's still in it as leverage versus Leahy, but she's doing better and she's nicer. So when at the end we have Barbara, who by again Sunnyvale. Oops, spoiler. This is good. This is really good. You got the boys who have what is that already? Oh yeah, they have the thing that they sold. Now the cool thing is the truck that they have is filled with liquor and filled with gambling machine. So first, Steinberg is like, "Yo, give me the money. I'll give you the information. You do whatever you want with the truck." And then Julian, instead of selling them, he's buying the machine, gambling machine, and the liquor. Now this would be cool if we didn't have this in season 8. So this is rehashed stuff. But again, it's not like they rehash it every single season. They rehash it once. Let's not complain about it. You got season 10, episode 6, Unlimited Drugs. Yeah, what a title. So this is really good. So and episode 4, we're talking about privatizing the park and making it a casino. And season 5 and episode 10. In season 10, episode 5, you have all the material, and now you have the confirmation. And the funny thing is, it takes fucking Randy with a bow tie to say, okay, well, his job changed. This is fucking stupid, but it works. So you have the girl coming in and Leahy saying this is privatized. Once again, the plan to privatize it is actually really good. Really, really, really good. Now, Julian is like, oh, it's working really well. People work really well. You got a couple of cool lessons with J-Rock and with MC. There's a cool moment where MC constantly disrespected J-Rock, and you know it's nice because it is gonna happen, that disrespect. But that me and my father, if we fought today, it happens, you know. But in MC, I gotta say, I love the character of MC. I like the character of MC. He's thoughtful, his reflections are nice. Kind of the results, kind of a result of the fucked up relationship of his dad. We got Julian. Now the problem is people are coming in for free weed. Oh, this scene is so fucking important. This scene is so fucking important. So you have this. Wake me up. Tired. It is a fuck up. This is Ricky betraying, well, not betraying, but hurting Lucy again and again, and Sarah. And this moment, this is what I want from Sarah. This is what I want from Lucy. Lucy's like, yeah, but he's trying. And then Sarah, this is such a powerful scene. We're not talking about it. This is such a powerful scene because you have Sarah that says, hey, don't go back with Ricky. Do not go back with him. But she can tell by the way that Lucy looks at Ricky that she will go back with him. There's nothing that she can do to stop it, right? Which is something I really enjoy. You got Bubble, and this is really cool because Bubble is practicing for music. And you think he's practicing for the bar, but he's also practicing for the Legion. And this is why I didn't make the connection in the first place of the Legional being something from the show. Because you never see Bubble practicing. There's never a mention of the Legional until it happens. So Julian's like, yo, you're gonna be playing for me. Then people come in and say, yo, I want free dope. And you want free dope. And Julian's like, what the fuck happened? And now this is the best thing. Let's talk about how Bubble and Ricky kind of fucked it up. So with alcohol, he was saying unlimited alcohol, which is legal. Weed is not legal. But since it's a private property, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want. You got Leahy coming in, saving fucking Randy, which is good. This is good. This is really good. He's saying Leahy, Randy was captured by the tree. Uh, bitch, yeah, bitch. Um, it's so cool because this is kind of like a trailer park itself. It's a camping ground of a trailer park, right? So I love that. It gives a sense of community, a sense of universe to it. He saved Randy, where they were shoving frozen mackerel up his ass. Don't ask me why. Everybody that comes in wants free drugs. Now the funny thing is that Ricky said free drugs and he didn't mean it. And then when they want free drugs, like no, not everything is free. I think it's inclusive. So they're both fucking pissed. Now J-Rock actually did something cool for his kid. He's like, I understand that you need space. It is funny because with J-Rock, that's actually really good writing. So with J-Rock, with MC Flurry, he's trying to get Marsha to be his mom, right? And T tells him, and he doesn't listen. And then Julian tells him, and it's like, fuck. That's the second time people told me, you know? So they're telling, if you need some space, you got the space for you. So like, okay, that's pretty cool. You got Leahy and Randy being back. This is them getting closer. And again, it's Leahy actually making an effort to get Randy. However, in this effort, he becomes drunker. So a sober Leahy making the effort to get Randy, amazing. A drunk Leahy making the effort to get Randy. We saw this once, we saw this twice, we saw this 3 times, we saw this 4 times, you know. So Julian is kind of pissed. People told him that was free dope. Now, it's so fucking funny. We see the ads. I want to show you the ads because it's so fucking funny. Whoops.
It's fucking awesome. See it? Let me see the fucking thing.
Look at this, look at this. Look at this. This is awesome.
Every single time.
Look at this. I love this. Moneyville. Ricky. I love that it kept it in. I love that it kept it in. This is so fucked. One of the funniest pieces of content they ever done was in Austin, live from Austin. So Bubble wants to be an actor, wants to be a celebrity, and he's like, "Yo, I'll do." He doesn't say I'll do whatever it takes, but he wants to be a celebrity. So then he comes in and he does his impression. So he does Pulp Fiction, he does Terminator, and he does Sling Blade. And the Sling Blade impression, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. So you got the ads, and then he tells them, and then they fight. Now that's a really cool thing because they're fighting, and technically speaking, this is all that's going on. Ricky fucks up, Julian gets really mad, and he goes too far, and then they fight. It happened with my father today. Today I had a bad fight with my father. He said some mean stuff, and I don't know. So then Jimmy Kimmel calls him. And then the cool thing with that was that Jimmy Kimmel is a huge celebrity. The cool thing with that is because, how can I say this? It's a celebrity that became part of the show, right? But this is also a showcase of how big the Trailer Park Boys had became. They become an household name. I would say that's thanks to YouTube. That's thanks to Netflix. Yeah, they went to global. So by showing this is really cool. And he invites Jimmy Kimmel. And this is also a good way because when Snoop, when Ben Branson, and when Tom Arnold come in, they can say, "Oh, we saw you on Jimmy Kimmel," right? That's really, really cool. Now the interview in itself is fucking phenomenal because they're being honest. But what I really enjoy here is the interview is nice, but the second thing is it really feels real. Like it really feels like it's an interview. You got MC Flurry who wants to leave, and that's a really cool moment because for the first time, you're actually listened to MC Flurry, and that's a great thing about the relationship. So J-Rock assumed what MC Flurry wanted, but MC Flurry was happy with what he had, you know? So, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's purposeful. We have this. We have Leahy being completely fucking drunk. and needed to drink. And this is actually a really good, really good place. So he comes in the house, and everything he does get in trouble. They start drinking, and he's like, I need a pint. And the cool thing is, the whole season, he tells you how much he needs. Now we don't really measure, but he drinks a whole bottle, right? And he just bought it. So now they make peace, they fix the car, they're good together, and it's fun. And again, it's something that this is something the new season, they do better than the old season. So the new season is all about the boys, right? And the boys being close, and the boy being together, and it's fun. It's fun because it feels like something that would happen. It feels like they would have those conversations. This is why I love the podcast so much, because it feels like something that would happen, right? But at the same time, what I have a problem with, is, see, it's nuts, because again, this is the universal Trailer Park Boys. Having these scenes with the three guys, it's so amazing. But we would have needed them from the get-go. Now we got them a lot from the podcast, So this scene is actually really nice, and yeah. So I'm liking this scene, but it's just something that I would have wanted more. And when it happens, I'm like, this is so good, I want more of it. And I think there's also the fact that I did watch the episode before. I think I know how the show ends, and I know how rare they are. But we have the three boys coming together and figuring shit out together. So this is fucking humongous. Season 10, episode 7. Everything up in smoke. So we got Ricky, who's fighting. No, Lucy gives shit to Ricky, and she's like, yo, I need the money for the wedding. And Ricky said, I don't have it. Julian doesn't give me money. Now he's pissed at Julian. So this is another case of the boys fighting. This is actually why I was against the first episode. The last one where they were talking, like, you give me a really good moment with the boys, and then you give me them fighting, and you binge watch the whole shit. It's like, okay, well, don't do something and just the next scene take it away. Like, hey, we found a solution to your sickness. Oh, well, this medication didn't last. It didn't work. Why did you do it? So they're working together, which is really cool. Snoops comes in, which is fucking huge. See, to be honest, Snoop in itself, is he a bigger star than Jimmy Kimmel's? I don't know. But Snoop in itself, and again, I'm gonna get some hate for that. I don't care. Was I ever a fan of Snoop? Not really. I did like some of his songs. So Good at Church was really good. Vado was really good. Drop It Like It's Hot was really good. I was born in the 90s, so Drop It Like It's Hot was really popular. The thing with Snoop is, it's actually the Trailer Park Boys that introduced me to Snoop, which is kind of, in a sense, crazy. Imagine this, the Trailer Park Boys introduced me to Snoop. Who would have thought? Who would have guessed? Not me, not this guy. This is what's really cool. This is what's really cool. Is that there? So this is context also. You're all gonna die at the same time, guys. Come on. This is cool because to me, a nice partnership is they did two podcasts. So the first podcast is they went on Snoop podcast, and then Snoop went on their podcast. By the way, they did the same thing with Steve-O. Steve-O went on their podcast, and they went on Steve-O podcast, which I absolutely love. Now, the funny thing is, Trailer Park Boys, episode 42 of the podcast is the Jackass. So they already met Steve-O. So Steve-O has been on the podcast 2 times. But with Snoop, that's what it is. Now with Snoop, there's a lot of content that's not edited. So for example, there's a boat party, and it's Snoop that's organizing it. And it just feels real. But what it feels even more real is just a conversation. Episode number 6 was, to me, a godsend. It was just so fucking funny. But also the fact that Snoop is really close to Bubbles, right? And he calls Bubbles Bubs. And it's adding to the characters. Like, it's not about those characters being real, but making them feel real. When to make them feel real, have people that you already know call them by their name from the actor. For example, if you watch a show, right? For example, I'm watching Jersey Shore right now because it's funny as fuck. If I was watching Jersey Shore, and an actor I didn't like, and he was cool with them, I'm like, okay, well, let me give this a chance. Would I like him? I don't know. Would I give it a chance? Absolutely. No question asked. Not even a problem there, concern. So with this, I'm really liking this. Tom Arnold, again, I was really rough with him. At the end, he does have a good role. It's just the amount of place that he takes. But then, yeah, how can I say this? It's a really different experience, to watch a show to recap it versus watching a show to enjoy it. You pay more attention to details. Tom Arnold character is annoying. Tom Arnold character is too much, too intense. It's like you're here for a couple episodes, but you're acting like your main cast. However, Tom Arnold character is possibly the best character of the show. Why? Because he lived the fan dream. So when Tom Arnold he says, I watch every episode. Most of the fans already did watch all the episode. Oh my god, the shitmobile. Everybody would see the shitmobile and say, oh my god, this is shitmobile. You would hear Ricky talking like this guy's fucking stupid, right? And that's so fucking funny. So we have Tom, which actually redeemed himself. The acting was good. We have Ben Benson. I didn't know who he was. I still don't know who he is. Does it really matter? Not really. But he smokes a lot of weed, so the boys like him. Now the cool thing is that Snoop is there. J-Rock, once again, J-Rock character here, not my favorite, because he comes in, it's like, yo, I need a fucking contract, right? So you got Leahy here coming to see Randy, and what is really cool about this is every time they see each other is through the fences, right? Now, a lot of people would think that, oh my god, this is so cute. The fans represent their inability to love each other. The fans represent the cage that doesn't hold them together. No, it's because Leahy is fucking traitor. He's banned from the park, right? But it's still kind of cute. Visually speaking, it is very cute. So you have this, which is really cool. You got Tom Arnold who's driving this shit mobile. You got Bubbles. This is so fucking nice. Bubble really does a good job here. So he was like, I want to go hunting shopping cart with you.
We could probably do that. We could do a 50-50 split on anything we make. No. You keep all the money. It's just something on my list. I gotta do it. I never turn down free labor. Well, just wait, Dave. We can make a deal, okay? I'm playing at the Legion.
So it's just nice because Tom Arnold character, yes, is intense, but if he's part of the boys, that's cool. I don't want him to be in front of the boys. I want him to be, if he's next to the boys, I don't care, right? So Bubble really introduced him, and he has the shopping cart. You got Ricky presenting to Snoop the drugstore. And the coolest thing is he bring Lucy and Sarah. So there's two cool things here. This is possibly a good way for Ricky to get a sorry in, because he owes an apologies, first of all. Second of all, it's also fucking cool because the boys, they don't treat Snoop as a celebrity, but he is a celebrity, right? It's like, how would you react to seeing fucking Snoop Dogg with Stream? It's what the girl does. Not the girls as women, but the girls Lucy and Sarah. To the Park girls. So we have Leahy coming back to Leslie. And what I fucking love here, what I absolutely fucking love here, my favorite fucking part of all of this is that Leahy and Leslie together, again, when I was watching the thing, not the most interesting thing, right? When I was actually reacting to it, it's so fucking good. Just give me a sec. Give me a quick second. I gotta say, once again, Leslie and Leahy, wow. Because all Leahy does is drink, right? But all people do is tell Leahy not to drink. So with Leslie also being an alcoholic, see, this is the insane part. The only other alcoholic we had in the series was Ray. So because the only other alcoholic that we have in the series was Ray, and Ray and Leahy ate each other more, kind of canceled out, right? One good, one evil. Now, with Leslie possibly teaming up with Leahy, both are fucking drunk. It's amazing. And what I love about this the most is they're propping each other up. It's like two pieces of the same coin. the same side of. So you got a coin. There's tails and a tail. What if you had a two-face tail, two-face coin? That was what you get with them. And what I love is he has a liquor and he forces Leslie to drink, and it's actually quite nice because it's actually quite nice. He has the gun and he's putting it. You got Tom Arnold who's taking a picture, hugging the guts of Randy, which is really, really, really weird. You got the boys talking about the money veil, and Snoop Dogg being really cool to MC. You got Ricky's working on a recipe for the 5-hour energy. Trin is getting shit. Trin looks good, dude. Shady looks good.
It's not my fault.
So basically what happened is, and this is crazy because I don't think we're season 10 episode 7 and I don't think we ever seen Trinity mad at Ricky. That's crazy. You got Bubble getting the shopping cart, and this is his assessment of how Tom Arnold did.
Still got the fucking flapper on it? That's $23. $23? Holy shit! I thought today was gonna be a shit show, you know, when Tom said he wanted to go home carts. I thought, oh yeah, I'll be fucking babysitting him. You know, fancy guy from Hollywood. Then it starts raining horse cocks, and I mean, normally I'd pack it in because, you know, it gets dangerous, you could get blasted with lightning. But he was a trooper, he wanted to stay out. And next thing you know, he throws up the clock and gets a fucking 2100 series. Perfect conditions, fucking natural. This is a perfect day. The weather is perfect.
It's really, 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 really good. So then the shopping cart, they go back, they talk about how well they did. Everybody is having fun except for Ricky, Julian, and Randy, and they're having fights. Now the cool thing is, Barb's come in, and it's just for fighting, but Randy comes in. It's nuts, because, so technically it doesn't serve a purpose more than just being stupid. It doesn't serve a purpose just being more than shitty, but it does serve a purpose. So Randy comes, Barb, Donna, and Candy comes in, the fights. Randy comes in, and then Steve Rogers comes in. So Steve Rogers showed the money veil as fast people fighting. The cool thing is people hear that Snoop is in here, so Steve Rogers actually tries to interview him, and then Julian protect Snoop Dogg, which I thought was really cool because it's an inclusive resort. Yes, they have celebrity, but it doesn't mean that they don't have access to privacy, right? We got Lucy and Ricky.
Fuck yourself, you two punk.
I didn't want to talk about it because it's kind of greasy, even for the Trailer Park Boys. But Tom offered money to fuck Lucy, and he offered money to Julian, and then Bubba was like, "This is kind of greasy, isn't it?" And Snoop was like, "No, because they're not together. If they were together, sure, it's greasy, but they broke up, so all is fair." So then Julian said, "I'm gonna try to talk to him," and then he kind of broke the deal. The funny thing is, Tom offered 10,000. Julian talked to Sarah. He offered her 5,000, and Sarah offered Lucy 4,000. So it's super nice. But they're really fighting. Tom fight. They agree. Randy and Candy fight. They have bets on who's gonna be the winner, and that's pretty much it. I really, really enjoy the fact that that Ricky was pissed at Julian because this is going too far. So then Julian asked Snoop, "Listen, bro, I have money issue. Can you invest?" And Snoop like, "Yeah, sure, I'll invest it." And it's all thanks to Steve Rogers because Steve Rogers like, "We think about Moneyville," and Snoop is like, "This is the best place ever." So it does have a purpose. You got Super Bling Cowboy, which is possibly some of the funniest thing ever. You got 50%, we're good. You got Bubbles with you got Bubbles in a shed, which is super cute. Look at this. The kitty.
Get off me. Get off me. You okay, little buddy? Are you having a
Get
nightmare?
off me. Get off me. Look at this. This is funny. This is.
You okay, little buddy? Are you having a nightmare?
It's so cool. Look at this. Look at this shit.
Same dream over and over.
These dickweeds. The bullying. Tom, he understands the situation. Tom actually does a good Tom actually does a good job in saying like, "Yo, I just get bullied too," and he reassured Bubbles. Now, this is the funniest thing. This is
Where else?
every
By the way,
every season together. This is the funniest thing ever. You have to watch this.
I slept like a baby up here last night.
Yeah, baby, huh?
Baby, I don't think babies don't know.
Just listen to this.
Late night last night, trying to get to sleep. Next thing you know, I hear crazy.
It's feeding the geese. You're fucked. You're fucked, bud. Bubble, you're fucked. That's amazing. We got Snoop just chilling there. It's kind of cool because there is a scene with Corey talking to Snoop. Corey, we know he wanted to be a rapper. That's actually cool. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Now, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop here because we did. You know what? Let's do 45. Okay, let's finish. But then because I don't want to. I get tired of reviewing. Okay. Okay, whatever. Well, let's take it. Because the problem is, if I can finish this today, I can possibly finish off season 11 tomorrow. Okay, let's try it out really hard. So, but then I'm not as interesting because I don't care. I got the boys chilling, everybody's chilling. Bubble is actually nervous about the spectacle. What is really cool is that he's talking to Snoop, and Bubble Snoop together are cool. That Snoop that gave him the idea of becoming the cowboy, the what? Super Blink cowboy. Bubble is nervous about this. He's nervous about everything. He has a show tonight. We got Julian going back to the park and saying, "Hey, what can I do?" And this is cool because Julian goes along. So this is Julian being worried that he has to fix everything. Beth Benson, oops, that's also funny. Beth Benson, who's been complaining about being hungry for so long. They finally find some good food, and the good food is fucking J-Rock's wife. You got the beginning of Leahy and Leslie working together, which is, again, this is brilliant. And then the problem with that is that Leslie is like, "Yo, I have these pills," and this is why they're fucking up. They go dress shopping. It's too expensive. They find a dress, but the dress has a cum stain on it, so that's kind of greasy. Again, he made the offer for Tom do the offer for Lucy to fuck him for 10,000. We have more of the scene because Julian needs more money, and then Tom is like, "Yo." Okay, so Julian needs more money because he just saw Steinberg, and he's like, "I'll give you money if I fuck Lucy," and then that's pretty much it. So then Sarah trying to convince Lucy, as I said before, not it was last episode, but it was this episode. Julian needs some help from Leahy of all people, and you see that Leahy is super fucking drunk. We have Bubble going into this concert. This is what I'm talking about when it's too much. For example, you got Leahy drunk coming in, and Tommy's what I want to see Leahy 10 out of 10 drunk. Knowing it's gonna be a shitstorm. Knowing it's gonna be a fucking shitstorm. Which is super fucking funny. They're fighting. We got the contest. Bubble does horrible because he was doing a song. That wasn't his. And now they say no, original only. And then he did A Chicken Sandwich, which is not his best song. He was playing on the ukulele. Thank you, Corey. But it's more that he lacks confidence. And then Snoop comes in and helps him out. And dude, they make this song. All I wanna do is smoke and fuck some hoes. All I wanna do. Then you got the whole Cheddar Park, and look at this. This is actually really cool. So this is a success. And Bubble ends up winning, which is really, 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 really nice. Really nice. I love this. Then they meet the same people that used to bully on Bubble because Bubble was called a nerd by the bullies. Then Tom and Snoop, they actually like tell them, "Hey, it's not cool to bully. It is really not cool to bully." So then Lucy comes in and apologizes to Ricky, and that is a good thing. Is yes, Ricky fucks up, but Lucy also fucked up, right? So it doesn't. Oh shit! It doesn't really cancel out, but still. I'm just gonna be putting this on the charger. I got 50%. We should be okay. 3%. Shit. All I wanna do. Guys, gonna be hearing some. Gonna be hearing some. I'm sorry. Gonna be hearing some fan. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna finish it, but I can't because the phone is powered down because there's no battery. So now I have to take care of a lot of things. Shit.